YouTube? Yours truly. This is proof to me that you're alive. As always, I don't got the mic with me, so it's like weird. As always, the subscribers. Today, 91 of y'all. Welcome to the fresh new subscriber that subscribed today. And what's good? Much love, much warm energy to everyone else. Shout out to my Romashечка. And yeah, let's get into the number 5 greatest Russian rapper of all time. As I said before, in the previous 2 videos, we basically did the greatest 4 Russian rappers. So we went from 4 down to number 1, and now we got number 5. As I said, we're gonna do it a little different. We're gonna do a Star Wars style and actually go backwards, man. So number 5 today. And before we get into that, let's recap of, you know what I'm saying. Let's recap the previous 4 greatest Russian rappers of all time. Let me take my vapeness. Not trying to blow smoke at you, but it's gonna be some smoke. All right. So, number 4 greatest Russian rapper of all time was, you know, a lot of y'all might think I'm crazy, but you know, if you want to see the reasons why I put these dudes in the order that I put, watch the previous 2 videos. I'm gonna leave the link down below. But number 4 greatest Russian rapper of all time was Oxxxymiron, or Oxxxymiron, somewhere right here. Oxxxymiron, man. Of course, he's from Ukraine, so he's always also gonna be on the greatest Ukrainian rappers list. But because he does rap in Russian, number 4 is Oxxxymiron, man. Round of applause for Oxxxymiron. Number 3 greatest Russian rapper of all time was Kripa Krip. That's number 3, man. Number 2 greatest Russian rapper of all time, of course, went to none other than the flow master himself, man, Ram Diga, man. As I said before, one of the greatest, if not the greatest flows ever in hip-hop history worldwide. I don't care where you're from, I don't care what you say. The greatest flow, man. One of the greatest, man. But maybe the greatest flow ever. I'm gonna still have to think about that and make another video about it. Number one greatest Russian rapper of all time went, of course, to Smokey More, man. Huge round of applause for Smokey More, man. Smokey Mizzle Television. I don't know why I just said that, but it felt right. So, let's get into the number 5. Number 5 greatest Russian rapper of all time. To tell you honestly, in the beginning, I was a little hater. Well, not a hater, because I never hate, man. Like, if you got skills and if you bring in some real shit, especially in this hip-hop game, then I'm going to give you all the love, man. But the reason I had hate for this dude is because, you know, I always thought that, of course, there has to be a foundation, laws and rules and regulations and codes and ethics for the way rap should be, man, and real hip-hop should be. But, of course, with artists such as Tupac, you know, being considered one of the greatest rappers of all time, he didn't necessarily follow those ethics, man, meaning that he didn't spit only bars, or maybe he even didn't spit bars at all. So I always thought that, you know, Russian hip-hop had its own lane. They had this street poetic lane more than, you know, on the rapper side, bar side. So when this dude, the number 5 greatest Russian rapper of all time, when this dude came into the game, I think he started to get noticed around 2009, 2010. He started to get a little buzz, and then, you know, in recent years, he picked up tremendous buzz, man. I'm talking about packing Olympic stadiums in Moscow, man, with like, 30,000 heads, which has only been done by by one other person, that's Boston. So, it's huge. So, I was a little hesitant because the way he came into the Russian rap game is basically trying to teach everybody, trying to tell everybody what rap is all about, man. And he was an outsider. He came from Germany/UK. And, I was a little hurt by that. I was like, dude, why don't you just, join what's going on, man, instead of, punking on the game, man, add something to it. And I was also hating because he didn't really grow up in the Russian streets, man, or in the post-Soviet era streets like all of us did. Which I think is very necessary, man. If you're gonna be a true MC from that region, man, you really gotta rap the streets. So he didn't have that quality to him. But then as I listened to him more and I seen the message that he tries to bring, only, the fact that he only had, if I'm not mistaken, 2 mixtapes and 1 official album, Gorgorod, doesn't, I can't put him number 1, and I can't put him in front of the other 4 dudes, but he does deserve a spot of being the 5th greatest Russian rapper of all time, because he did, man, change a lot of the game. Good or bad, I'm not sure yet. But the biggest reason why I put him into number 5, and he definitely deserves this spot, is because this dude, having the most horrendous English accent, traveled over to LA and battled none other than Disaster himself, man. And he battled Disaster in English. And before the battle, you can even go check out the videos, man. I made a video saying that he had no chance because of that freaking crazy ass accent. I said this dude does not have a chance in the world against Disaster, man. Now, of course, Disaster didn't bring his A game. He might have underestimated the dude, but still, the dude came and represented, and that horrendous accent, it actually made him sound even better, man. If he would have sounded like any other American or even a British dude, man, the shit would have not been as cool. But this dude made his terrible accent work to the advantage, man, and he whooped ass, man. I was actually sitting back like, damn. So y'all already know who I'm talking about, man. The number 5 greatest Russian rapper of all time has to go to Oxxxymiron. And no, not Oxxymoron, Oxxxymiron. O-X-X-Y Miron, M-I-R-O-N, man. And yeah, this dude really impressed me, man. He impressed me with his spirit, you know what I'm saying? He impressed me with his heart. He impressed me the message that he brings in his music, and the fact that he is so to the core an MC, that he didn't have to battle, but he battles in Russian, and then he battled in English. But not only does he battle in Russian, he is the one actually responsible for creating the Russian Rap League and showing them how shit is supposed to be done, man. And the Russian Rap League versus is, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, rap leagues in the world. I think the only other bigger rap league is in the Philippines. I don't remember the name, but they have a rap league that's, maybe he's getting more views than Versus, but that's not a fact. So they might be the biggest rap league as far as views in the world, man. I mean, these dudes, just like Oxxxymiron, getting 30, 40 million views per battle, man, which is, you know what I'm saying, it's American standards, it's crazy, man. So yeah, you know what I mean, that's huge. Once again, number 5 greatest Russian rapper of all time is Oxxxymiron, man. Not Oxxymoron, man. Even though if you think about it, his name itself is a bar. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, there you have it, man. Let's go down the list again. Number 5, Oxxxymiron, the greatest Russian rapper of all time. Number 4, Tipsy Tip. Number 3, Kripa Krip. Number 2, Ram Giga. Number 1, Smokey Moment. Y'all should also check out the versus. They have battles now where Oxxxymiron and Smokey Mo's going against each other, teaching or leading a team of battlers, man, going against each other. So that's dope too, man. So shout out to all the rappers that I mentioned. Shout out to the Russian rap game. Shout out to Oxxxymiron, man. All right, this was Proof to Me that You're Alive. This was yours truly, man. We out.